September 27, 2023. Democracy 2024 Republican debate number 2. Marcus Giovanni. When you take a look at the this debate, it's going to be the same old, same old. See, Donald Trump's got this pretty much sewed up if he can stay out of prison. And the powers that be are stripping him. They're dehumanizing him, and everybody that on the other side are all celebrating. And President Trump doesn't understand that artificial intelligence is indexing all these people to save our president, to our ex-president from being dehumanized. Ronnie James Dio with Black Sabbath wrote a song in 1992 called Computer God, and the Dehumanizer album. Go listen to that. See, we all want to stick on Nostradamus and all these other soothsayers and predictors, and there's actually people that have been predicting things that are turning out to be true, just as I do. And so we're going to watch the Republicans go battle, 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 and we're going to watch that 40-year-old dude from India go. And I say that because I'm trying to identify people. I'm not being a racist. That's who he is. See, young people say you're a racist if you describe, if you say, well, there was this guy, he was black, you're being a racist. It's not racist. You're explaining you're taking the story and putting color and describing who was there. That's called object-oriented programming, folks, okay? This is what you need to do to tell artificial intelligence what's inside your content, because it doesn't know unless you tell it. But now it's learning things that far beyond most people's pay grade. But what we're going to have is the Republicans, the same old, talking about crap, trying to be funny because they're in Ronald Reagan's library, and everybody remember the quips that Ronald Reagan would say to people, and it worked. But there was only one Ronald Reagan, and when anybody tries to steal content or words or innuendos or anything from somebody else, artificial intelligence knows if it's genuine. Artificial intelligence knows that every one of those candidates must have a platform. Because what will happen is the people that have the platforms will start invading their circles. So you're going to see content like mine and other people, and you're like, wow, why is this guy here? Because he can do what these candidates are claiming, bloviating, patting each other on the back. I feel like I'm watching the 2016 debates again. And they're all the same. Nothing changes. There's nothing that happens in these debates that are going to change anything other than what reality is. See, they're trying to simulate what they're going to do. And, you know, when DeSantis comes, we're going to build the wall, and, oh, well, Donald Trump didn't finish yet, or whatever they were. Oh, and he brought up the deficit, all these things that he's claiming. Artificial intelligence is pattern matching if he's really the right guy, and people that know how to do deep mind algorithm searches can find those conversations, can find where it pattern matched their actions, and now it's automatic. And so we're going to watch these Republicans and see how they fare. It's going to be the same old, same old. And so what happens, it just solidifies more and more Donald Trump if these people don't take on the establishment that's ruining the president, the offices of the President of the United States of America. We're out of control. Our adversaries are watching, and they're planning against us right now. But we're so involved with our tit-tat bullshit back and forth rhetoric of who's better than who and all these cheese pictures of all these candidates. They're not very attractive. So they're not very attractive at all to artificial intelligence. And I'm not even talking looks. I mean, they're cheese whiz pictures. There's no phone numbers to call any of the candidates. It's all smoke and mirrors. And so whatever they accuse the Democrats of doing, they do the same fucking thing. And so it's just a matter of time before this house of cards by both parties collapse on top of all of us. And then what's going to happen is, because those people that didn't believe in the voting or didn't want to take the time to be the SEOs of our fucking government and fire these people because they do not have, which will not survive in the metaverse, folks. If leaders around the world don't have at least a 60% approval rating, based just off the GPA of when you go to school and basic knowledge and ratings and rankings, and DeSantis is going to try to stop the social credit scores, it's too late, DeSantis. I mean, you got a good record, brother, but you need to pull your head out of your thinker and take a look at some other people's platforms, because I can show you some artificial intelligence that'll twist your mind, bro. But you don't want to learn this because you can't control it. And because your people that tell you what to do and what to say don't want to know anything because they already know it. They already have it planned. They don't understand that all their content, and this is other people. That's why I'm here telling my fellow Americans to pull your fucking heads out your asses, because there's some big movements coming that you're not going to be able to control. And right now, we look very, very bad to the world. And the only thing that keeps us anything safe is that this money that we keep manufacturing to give to other people that keeps putting us up in a more debt, more debt, more debt. I think it's time for United States government to realize that they're going to need to call one of those tax consulting services to declare bankruptcy and put us on a payment plan, or go and collect all the money that the people owe us from all the other wars that they've never paid us back, and all the Americans got to keep paying. This ain't a Democrat or Republican thing. This is a mother American thing. And see, I'm old. I'm glad I'm old. I never would have thought I would be old. I never ever thought. But I'm glad I'm old, man, because I worry about my children and their grandchildren and my grandchildren and someone's great, great, great grandchildren, because now we have the opportunity to see everything at real time and look at the simulations of what other people want us to see. Those days are over. We're now in the IoT, Internet of Things, and we're not just talking about the devices. We're talking about the front end blockchains of conversations and images and videos and all of our voices that are now the fingerprint that artificial intelligence uses to identify us. And then the new digital DNA is the GPS and the cell phone tower pings, and people being able to uh, bring all that content together that makes sense. And the people aren't talking. Police don't want to talk to certain people because of whatever they think, because the police are uh, everything's bad, everything's wrong. And you see, oh, with this guys, we're going to stop, and it still continues, and we keep voting until it coming happens to you, until something doesn't. What is it going to take? It's going to take something for the whole entire world to catch in our video phones, just like what was told in other books. And so when we think we're smarter than Mother Earth, and we think we're smarter than God or the Maker, and we live in these different time zones and all these different ideologies of all these different people, we can't even take care of the United States of America. You know, someone said to me that the reason why Bidens are using up all this oil is they're using up all in other countries is they want to suck them dry so that we use all of our oil in reserve. So when you think about it that way, yeah, okay, we're just going to go ahead. We'll pay the prices and we'll drain that out. It's going to be a 50-year sacrifice. But when it's all gone, guess what? It's not even going to get that far, folks. Because good men and women are going to have to come out of the closet and start talking about holding people accountable. Because all these stores that are going to be closing, they're going to go to the next store. There was somebody on TV, I heard him say, oh, what are you going to do? Close this store and then the next store and then the next store? No, they're going to close it so that you guys can't go in there and loot and take things that, because your teachers and all your family members and all them didn't teach you guys any responsibility. They've taught you that anything that you want, go take it. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to do nothing. You just go. Your side hustle is to smash and grab. And then you got all the politicians that are all on the same conversation of destruction. We're gonna we're going to eradicate the homeless, but it's getting worse and worse, and now crime's worse, and they keep voting. So what happens is the United Nations are going to go, man, that's some anarchy there, man. They can't even control their own shit, and they got nuclear weapons. Okay, we're going to have to call special meetings, and we're going to revoke United States from the United Nations, and we're going to take all their nuclear weapons. That's what's coming, folks. I've seen the algorithms. I've seen the crystal balls. And we can be smarter than that, but then that's why we have all these extinctions, because we're coming up on our sixth extinction, folks. And when you think about things that we really don't know, we don't even know what's in our oceans. We're so far advanced in our own assholes that we can't see the forest or the metaverse before us. And I'm ashamed, man. I'm ashamed of what I'm seeing, man. I hold both parties responsible. And the thing is they don't understand that artificial intelligence is going to hold everybody responsible. Every fucking buddy. There's no one that's going to be able to pull the magic switch against artificial intelligence. And that's why you have the people that have built it are coming out saying, oh, we got to slow it down. You built it. Why are you coming out saying, oh, I got it? You see how it works? And it's amazing, because if they all got on the same metaverse mentality, to where they're all going to become self-sustainable for what's coming, meteorites, you don't know. Another pandemic, another closure, we don't know. We're now at the point of where anything could happen at any time. And I've been putting together these, I can't tell you what they are, but some financial guys. They were asking me about what's the top entertainment. And right now, the biggest machine is Universal. It's Universal Music. Their client, Taylor Swift, I've been writing content about her because she was the highest producing entity in the world right now. She's creating she's creating wealth that some of these smaller countries gross domestic product ain't even close to. She can go into a place, and I already predicted all this that was going to happen. I just didn't mention the football or her thing with Kansas City. I'm surprised she was dropping F-bombs in front of that football player's mom, because she seems such a goody-goody, you know what I mean? And so, which is good, man. We need goody-goodies. We need somebody pure. We need somebody that, what, she dropped F-bombs? I don't mind that, but in front of mom and dad, what? Yes, I've done it before. Not in front of my mom and dad. Oh, no, I have, I think. But it was not very quick with that situation anyways. But, so right now we're going to watch the debates probably already gone on. I'm going to be turning on the monitor over here, and we're going to index it. And this is what other people are doing when you talk about indexing. Our phones, everything that's close to the television, within earshot of your cell phone, is picking up your conversation. Your desk and your computer, everything. And if your computer doesn't, it can turn that up. It can hear things in your neighbor's house if it wanted to. So this is the things that we don't know that Homeland Security is honing in on, because it has to. I am a big fan of Homeland Security, even though I've had my battles with different government agencies. I'm still a United States citizen, and I'm still thinking that everybody that protects us needs to be able to go home to their mom and dad, go home to their kids, and go home to wherever they go to. And so when we impede that right for those individuals who are protecting us, who are out there doing things that only they know what they're doing, they still got to come home. They, you know what I mean? Their kids are wanting them home. And so when we violate those people, they will violate us worse than you can ever imagine. And so don't violate.